Hi everybody, I'm Alan. This is my first video, so we'll just kind of embrace the awkwardness of me figuring out the format and what I want to do with these videos. Essentially, I'll be tasting tea. I am a tea noob. I am I don't know that much about the different types. I'm learning more and more as I'm reading through the blogs, but I haven't tasted very many. We'll figure out a format for this, but today's tea is going to be a Gyokuro, a Okumidori Cultivar. I'll have a picture of this, and it's just a really dark Gyokuro, very beautiful. This one's from Mei Leaf. I know there are a lot of haters out there, so we're just going to be embracing what the tea is for its sake. I'll put up some stats somewhere during this video for pricing, and I've got some ideas as we go along through these, but essentially we're just going to see if the hype is worth the hype, if it's worth it, if it tastes good, you'll be getting my experience from it, but hopefully it'll be enough that you could then take to determine if you want to try it. So with that, let's get started. So it's kind of a unique brewing method. I actually have been drinking this a lot through the year. This is their May 2018. I bought a 200 gram bag. I definitely fell for the marketing and bought it in bulk, but from what I've had, it tastes delicious. So it's not horrible, but I did buy a lot. So what I have found I like is I actually cold brew the first steep. You just take the leaves, stick it in a pot, room temperature water, and it goes for about 14 minutes, this first one. So you're not going to be waiting the full 14. I'll cut it out and everything, but so we're going to put this in here. This is when I've weighed this, when I fill it up to the little crook right here, it's almost exactly 200 grams, or sorry, milliliters of water. And so I'm doing, I find I like 6 grams per 100 milliliters. So there is 12 grams of leaf for this particular pot. And now I'll just take the water. We're gonna use the timer on this. Put that down for a second. This is room temperature water. Start the timer, and I'll fill this up. Do a nice cold brew. Try to get it all covered. Right up to the 9. There we go. And now we wait. And I'll be back once we're close to the 14 minutes. All right, and with the magic of editing, we are just passing the 13-minute mark. So let's get ready to strain this. I'll get everything out of the way. Get this ready. About 40 more seconds or so. Let me just, get my cup. Give or take. See if you can see how full that got as it's absorbed. It's just super packed in there. That leaves sucked it all up, so we're not going to see very much liquid come out. It is going to be an intense there. All right, here we go. I already see it's very thick. Very thick, very brothy. It's not going to be ceremonious, so we'll get a lot of it out, but I won't wait till like the super last drop like you would during a presentation of a ceremony or anything. Even though this is cold, you can still smell like steamed spinach. Yes, yes. All right. So that's about how much broth. Very thick. You can't see through it. Very. Okay. Let's taste this. All right. So this is the first steep. Oh, let me get this going so we can get ready for the second. Okay. First steep, room temperature. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Yes. It's definitely an in-your-face punch of umami. So as I explore, I've got 21 different Gyokuros now. This is the first one I've had, so I will be discovering how much umami is desired. Is this a way over the top, left field, bad example that's just overpriced? I don't know. We'll find out. But the tasting notes, this is definitely very umami, very light on kind of the sides of my tongue, and feeling a little brightness, but not too much. Very, very little astringency. I don't have that sticky mouth that I get with a lot of some of the teas I've had. And like I said, I'm still beginning into this, but I have had some where it's like instantly. But this is not that. Very umami. Like I said, kind of on the smell, the taste also very kind of steamed spinach sort of a scenario. Very thick mouthfeel. I like it. All right. Okay, so I don't want to drink all of it on camera, so I'm going to put this into a mason jar to drink later, and let's start the second steep. So, the lowest I can get this is 60 degrees Celsius. Some I've seen want you to do it at 50, but 60 is the lowest I can go. So I've got it down to 60, and we'll just do it for 1.5 minutes now. So let's get that going for 1.5 minutes. Oh yeah, I'll get more liquid this time because it doesn't have to absorb as much water. Just set this here for a second, let that go. So just some of the stats. This, like I said, I bought a 200-gram bag of this last year, so this is 2018's version. I can't vouch for what 2019's version will be like, but anyway, so at the 200-gram, the price for that size, it comes out to 64 cents a gram, which is $18.14 an ounce. It is definitely, of the 21 Gyokuros I've purchased, it is the most expensive. There is one that is coming close, and so we'll drink through that in another session. I don't remember which specific one off the top of my head. I think it's one of the Ocha vendors. But Mei Leaf's, of these 21, is definitely the most expensive. So we'll discover if it's worth it. We're getting about 20 seconds to the 1.5 minutes where we will taste this one. This is from Fujieda, at least according to his website, is the growing area. I'll have a map so we can see that. And here we go. Okay, It is noticeably thinner. It's still very thick, but it is thinner. And we'll get all that out. There we go. Ooh, yes. Not as potent, but that's because a lot of it came out in that very first steep. You can see it's still very hard to see through. Still a lot in there. So let's try the second one. Cheers. yeah. This is the first hot steeping, but the second steeping, and the first one with the room temperature definitely pulled out a lot of that umami. This is not as in your face. So maybe if you don't like it as much, you can brew a few steepings, put it all in a big communal pot, and then drink it all together. It'll help minimize that in your faceness, but I still really like it. Spinach, little, I want to say seaweed, but not nori, not like the seaweed that you wrap sushi in. But it does emanate of like the ocean. Not salty really, but just kind of ocean greens if you've had a lot of different seaweeds. All right, that's steep 2. Get rid of that. Now these green teas don't do a lot of steeps like a puer can. 4 or 5 maybe before you kind of give up on the tea and be like, all right, it's kind of done its thing. I'm gonna raise this 5 degrees. We're gonna go to 65. Give that a minute to come up to temp. And we'll do the 3rd steep. That should take just a bit. This is a Bonavita. I really like it. This is the only thing I've used to brew my tea with. I just like that I can control the temperature. So just kind of wait for that to come up. Yeah. I'll increase it while I taste it the next time, so we're not waiting. You can kind of hear the clicks as it kind of heats up a little, turns off, heats up a little, turns off, as it's just trying to get to the temp without passing. That's one of the things I like. It doesn't overshoot and get 75 degrees when I'm trying to get 65. There we go. Now you can hear it's there. It says 65. Get the time, and we're going to do it for another 1.5 minutes. Timer's going. Fill this up. A little more. There we go. All right. We'll let that steep. As we go along, I'll figure out things to talk about in between. But my first video, we'll just embrace the awkwardness. We're 40 seconds. That is quite full. It is touching the lid there. So that 12 grams just got super filled. About 15 seconds to go. All right. Oh yeah. Again, more watery than the last time. I can actually see through it now. So we're definitely using it up. Green teas don't take as many steeps. They can obviously do more than one, but not as many as like an aged or a black. All right. Smell that? Yep. Definitely a lot less, a lot more mild. You can still pick it up though. All right. I can actually see objects through it. All right. Let's taste this. Oh wait. Let's get this going. I'm going to increase it to 70. we go. And alright. To drink later. Cheers. Alright, so this is the third steep. It is definitely mellowing out. It's we're using up the leaves. Still very nice. It's getting a little bit more astringent. Some of that sticky mouth feel where the tongue kind of sticks to the roof of your mouth is happening now. Yeah. Alright, just in time. Let's go for the fourth steep. Another minute and a half. This is at 70 degrees Celsius. Get that on there. Try to get all the leaves into the water. At 30 seconds. I like this. This is a 50 milliliter cup. I got this from Yunnan Sourcing, their website. They have so many items that you can just keep scrolling for infinity. I wanted a 50, partly because just math is nice for me. I mean, this is a 200 when I fill it up to the neck, so that means I can fill out 4 cups. Just kind of helps me portion if I've got some friends over, and actually I will tomorrow. I've got 8 people who RSVP'd for my tea tasting. We are rotating, we're starting with white, and we're gonna go through the 6 main categories and just discover what tea is. All right, 27, so let's go ahead and pour this. So this just helps me figure out how many cups I need. I like nice numbers. Get all of that out. There's an air bubble. There we go. Okay. It's getting fainter and fainter. Nothing different, still just steamed spinach, just fainter amount of it. Maybe we'll do one more. We'll do 5 steepings total. Let's get this to 75 degrees. Let that heat up. Definitely a lot clearer or more transparent. Get this into my really big serving vessel. All right. Cheers. More stringent. Honestly, I think we'll just stop it here. 4 steeps, 1 cold, 3 with hot water, and it's just, for the purpose of the video, we will give up on the tea. There is a saying where we give up on the tea before it gives up on us, and we just kind of pick until we're like, all right. We're content with what it is offered. Still very nice. I'm not getting off flavors, but then again, I don't know what that would mean as far as a Gyokuro means. I'm not getting anything that tastes offensive. It's a very pleasant drink. I like it. It is, like I said, the most expensive of the 21 I've purchased that we'll be drinking through. We'll find out if it's worth it. All right, well, signing off. Have a great day.